Okay, gotta move back and trim down a nasty old stump so the four-wheeler has a little easier time going over it. I mean, it can, but I want to make it so that old people like me later can drive and not crash. Also gonna have to take out a little hemlock we're trying to avoid, but it's just not gonna happen, so good thing we have thousands of them.
Shamrock Creek.
We're gonna go start clearing the trail that heads down to the creek. We've got it pretty well marked and somewhat cleared, but we're gonna get the chainsaw, we're gonna start clearing it out and getting it wide enough to get the four-wheeler down there. So we're gonna start working on that today. Got all the goodies. We got the loppers, shovel, chainsaw, extra fuel, chains. One thing about chainsaw safety, if you're doing a lot of chainsawing, put on chaps, put on the gloves. Obviously hearing and eye protection, no brainer, but even the people that are best with chainsaws can have easy slip ups. So a chain still slightly running, hitting you in the leg can, ouch. Chaps will stop that, go look them up. As I was mentioning, chainsaw chaps, these are mine. They're from Husqvarna. Used them several times. They're awesome. They're not super heavy like to wear. So I'm gonna put these on and we'll get going. Also chainsaw gloves. They have a protection here. So if the chain hits right here, it snags this instead of cutting the top of your hand. Pretty cool. Also, while we're clearing, anytime we find alder, because alders are kind of the weeds of the woods, weed tree, they are nice, but they're everywhere. If we find an alder that's shadowing out a small Doug fir, maybe even hemlock, we'll just take it out. I'd rather have the Doug fir or the hemlock grow up than the alder, so we are taking those out as we go. Now we got to saw that big boy. Got a couple of big doozies coming up, so we're gonna clear this part with the shovel, get the four-wheeler all the way up here, and then either chainsaw them or use the four-wheeler to yard them out of here. There's some big boys here. Okay, gotta move back and trim down a nasty old stump so the four-wheeler has a little easier time going over it. I mean, it can, but I want to make it so that old people like me later can drive and not crash. Also gonna have to take out a little hemlock we're trying to avoid, but it's just not gonna happen. So good thing we have thousands of them.
Oh, good.
As you can see, this part is a huge mess, so we got to clear probably a couple small trees and figure ways around these stumps. So that'll be the next part. Going to try to clear this root. If we can, then we can cut a hemlock and get through that area I showed you earlier that was nasty. I think we can get around it, so we're going to give that a try. See what happens. Out of gas. Go bother the elk, flies. Hot. Hot motor, hot sun, hot chain. Man. Gross. taking a break, sitting in the shade, drinking some cold iced tea. Okay. Let me get shit all over my face.